Namaste. In today's video, we're going to understand Patanjali's Yoga Sutra 1.13. In this Yoga Sutra, Muni Patanjali explains to us a little bit about the meaning of the word Abhyasa. In the previous sutra, we understood that through Abhyasa and Vairagya, the Chitta Vrittis or the thought waves can be brought under control. And this is the whole aim of the practice of yoga, to control the thought waves, to bring the mind into homeostasis and be able to stabilize all our thought waves. So let's get into understanding this sutra and what it stands for. The sutra itself goes as Tatra sthitau yatno bhyasaha. So now let's break up each of these words step by step and understand it even further. Now tatra refers to in that or through that. Yatno or yatna refers to the effort. And abhyasa obviously refers to the practice. And now here's the key word. Tatra, of course, is through that. Sthitau, or the second word, is the key word, which means steadiness. Then obviously yatna and abhyasa, which we already understood. So now let's combine all these words and create a sentence. The sentence is telling us that through that, or through the practice of abhyasa and vairagya, we start to achieve a certain steadiness in our practice. And because of this, we're then able to move forward on the path of yoga. Now here specifically, since we're talking about abhyas, through that it applies more to abhyas than to vairagya, especially since the word abhyas has also been mentioned in the sutra. And now on a very practical level, what this sutra is trying to tell us is that unless you have a very deep practice or you have that consistency of effort, it becomes very difficult to maintain that steadiness in each stage. So if you're in your yogic journey, your spiritual practice, and you're trying to stabilize yourself at each moment, it's important to consistently keep up the practice and make it not just a practice but an abhyasa, so that it really transcends the boundaries of mere practice or hard work and becomes deeply spiritual. And when that happens, we also start to see that we slowly and steadily become firmly grounded in our steps of yoga. Now, in a much later chapter, Patanjali even explains the 8 different limbs of yoga, which we have made a video on, and you can find that here. So in this video, we explain the 8 different stages. And just to refresh your memory, the 8 different stages are yam, niyam, asana, pranayama, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, and samadhi. All of these are the 8 different stages of yoga, and through these stages we start reaching or climbing up towards samadhi and being in harmony or union internally and externally. So in order to really go up and climb that 8-step ladder, we need to make sure that we're steady in each of the steps. Imagine if our asanas are kind of wobbly and we directly jump into pranayama or meditation. We might be able to do it, of course, but the practice will not be firmly grounded because we haven't established ourselves well enough in those steps. So steadiness, consistency, effort, and practice are the hallmarks of abhyas, and Patanjali reiterates that it's really important to do this to move forward on our yoga sadhana. So I hope this has been helpful in allowing you to understand what abhyas stands for. From my personal experience too, I can say that, when we just do something for the sake of it and don't do it consistently enough, we keep falling off and we keep losing the progress that we had garnered so far. And so I think the most important thing that we can do is to stay at it, to be consistent, to really enjoy the sadhana for what it is, and then keep moving forward. In the next sutra, we're going to understand the 4 key pillars of abhyas and how Patanjali categorizes and defines them. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, keep practicing. Do share our work if you find it useful, and we'll see you very soon. Thank you and namaste.